Hello my friends, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to my Gig-Olos and Gigolettes. It's me, Gio. Y'all know who the fuck it is. Alrighty. So I got a treat for you guys today. I've got 3 recordings of 3 different snow removal jobs on TaskRabbit. But as you guys can see, I'm not exactly digging out driveways here or clearing sidewalks or steps. I am digging out cars. Now, I know this may seem easy to some of you guys. As far as I know, there's maybe 3 or 4 taskers in the whole city getting these kinds of jobs, and I'm one of them because many taskers will show up at a job like this with a shovel and they won't be able to do it. If you just bring a shovel, you will not be able to dig out a car stuck in 3 feet of ice. Just not going to happen. I apologize. So I recorded this the best I could. So what I did was I don't have like a stand or a mount in my car that I could, or a tripod or anything so I can film in landscape mode. So I have 3 different jobs here that I filmed in profile mode, and I just lined them all up the best I could. I sped them all up, and all these jobs are under an hour. I sped them all up as best I could so that they all kind of lined up time-wise. Now, if you notice, I have 2 pieces of equipment with me when doing these jobs. One of them is a shovel, which everyone has. Another one is a piece of equipment that most taskers probably don't have, and that is a pickaxe. That's right, a pickaxe. The same, when you think of a miner back in the early 1900s, 1800s, in a gold mine, coal mine, and they got that pickaxe. Yeah, I got one of those too. Because what I've learned over the last week and a half or 2 weeks of doing these jobs is when the snow melts and it turns to ice, good luck. That a shovel just ain't gonna do it. Excuse me while I light up my cigarette. Now in some of these videos here, you'll notice on the video on the left, once I'm done shoveling, so it'll literally be like I'll take 5 or 6 swings with my pickaxe, and then maybe 4 or 5 passes with the shovel, and I'm doing that, just over and over and over again. So pay close attention to the left one right now. I think I'm about to start pickaxing, but I'm doing it in all 3 videos. I'm taking a few swings, doing a couple scoops, rinse and repeat. Now on the left right there, there was a lot of ice buildup on the door, so I was gently trying to get the ice off of the door of the car right there. So there you go. I took 3 or 4 swings on the left, and then maybe 5 or 6 scoops with the shovel. And I put the shovel down, grab the pickaxe. Well, actually right there, I'm clearing the ice off the car. And on the right side, you see the same thing. I'm taking numerous swings at these mounds of ice that are collected outside the car, and just going to work. I feel like a Benny Hill soundtrack would work really well for these videos. And okay. So in the middle there, like I said, I apologize for the filming of this. This is literally the best I could do unless I had someone recording me, and I don't think I'm gonna find anyone to film me in negative 15-degree temperature holding a cell phone in their cold hands. Doubt it. Any volunteers, let me know. It's funny, the one with the least ice and snow around it was actually the toughest job, and that was the one in the middle. Because the other 2 jobs, while there was very high mounds of ice and snow on the side of the car, they broke apart pretty easily. I didn't have to really strain myself to get through to the bottom and shovel everything. In the middle car, took a little bit more effort. And if you guys notice, I'm on the side of the car in the middle there because if you go back and check out the beginning of it, I was actually trying to get at it from the street. The problem was the street was a solid sheet of ice, and I couldn't get my footing, and I almost slipped and fell 5 or 6 times before I was like, okay, let me clear off the snow in front of the car and then try to get at it from the side. And I didn't have a whole lot of room to work there either, so I didn't have a lot of confidence in my swings, and also obviously it doesn't, some of these videos, it doesn't really look like I'm swinging the pickaxe all that hard, because I'm being careful to not swing it too hard to have it bounce back and put a hole in my client's car. As of yet, has not happened, and I don't want it to happen. So I'm not exactly like swinging full force, right? I'm getting a feel for how dense and thick the ice is, and then that's how I take my swing. With the ones that are further away from the car, I don't really mind that much. Why does that happen? Sometimes it slows down. Oh, great. Hold on a second. Sorry about that. Sometimes on the editing app on my phone, sometimes when there's too much going on the screen, it slows down to all at once, and then I'm like, yeah, that's not gonna work. So yeah, back at it. So yeah, you guys see a lot of progress being made here on the car on the right. It's more apparent, because like I said, that one was just rinse and repeat. The most snow out of all these jobs was probably the one on the left. That was definitely the most snow and ice accumulated, but luckily it broke up very easily, and luckily I mean, typically for some of these jobs, you get to the point where there's like a little patch of ice that's on the side of the road because all the snow has been sitting there for 3 or 4 days, and it slowed down again. Hold on 1 second here. Damn, I hate when that happens. Sorry. So the snow collects and freezes, and it turns into just a miserable block of stubborn ice that's really hard to get past. Even with a pickaxe, it's just you really gotta try to grind and file it down. But yeah, everything worked out. For the cars on the left and the right, I was able to get rid of everything that was where I could safely do it. The car in the front looks like someone already tried getting at the front of the car before I got there, so I just had to tackle the side and the back of it. The problem with the car on the right is there was a Volkswagen right up on it, so I could only really shovel that. It was maybe less than a foot space between their back bumper and the front bumper of the other car. I'm not gonna take a swing and fucking ruin somebody else's car. That's bad idea. But everything works out. Everything, when you bring the right equipment, you do the job much easier. Like I said, there's only a handful of taskers that are getting hired for these jobs, because, and even with an ice scraping tool, it's still going to take a long time. So I found the best approach for me is to actually bring some mining equipment, get a pickaxe, and just caveman right through it. Get through everything I can. If you guys notice, I said I know it's not easy to pay attention to anyone's screen right now or to focus in on anything, but I am consistently checking my phone in case I get other offers or the tasks. And if I get a same-day offer, then I got to respond to that task quickly before the client freaks out and cancels it. Or if I don't respond within an hour, then TaskRabbit will pause my account, and it's just, I don't want to deal with any of that stuff. So I'm constantly checking my phone for notifications, seeing if I can get some more jobs lined up. But yeah. Cool thing is, these jobs, they're not easy, but they're not insanely hard either. I had one yesterday that was probably the toughest car dig out I've had to do. It took about an hour and 40 minutes because there was about 1.5 inches of solid ice surrounding the car. And I'm like, I could have just removed the snow and billed him for an hour, or I could have done a good job and gotten rid of everything and hooked it up. So, but that one actually, like, funny enough, for that job I did yesterday, I actually like apologized to the client. I'm like, yo, sorry it took so long, and it's freezing up again. Hold on one second. Okay, man, that's frustrating. Yeah, so yeah, just did apologize for the time it took, but it was very, 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 very stubborn ice, and it was snowing at the time, so that was a tough job, not gonna lie. But as you guys can see here, we're probably 75% done with most of these jobs at this point, and you just see the progress being done. You see how these cars were completely buried when I first got there, and then over the course of 35 to 50 minutes, completely unburied the snow. And then when you reach a certain point, it stops being icy because all the icy patches are broken up. So that's when you can get your shovel underneath it. So that's about the part I'm at now on the right and on the left. So I've kind of gotten to that point where all the really, really, really icy parts are taken care of, and I just got to get my shovel underneath the rest. So there you go. I'm checking my phone on the right there. I think I was taking a phone call or something. Don't quite remember. But yeah, all a day's work. And so if you guys notice there on the left, I'm taking a few swings there with my pickaxe. That's because I noticed it wasn't an impossible ice mound, and I saw it breaking it pretty easily. So I'm like, you know what? With some of these jobs, I do kind of leave the ice mound there, or I'll shave it down as much as I can. If it's going to put up too much of a fight, which I don't think the client would mind because they can still drive over it. And it's slowing down again. Hold on. All right, back at it. I know. Maybe it doesn't seem like it's slowing down to you guys, but it does to me. So with some of these jobs, I know, like, if I see them driving a Jeep or something, I will leave a little bit of an ice mound. It's not going to be the end of the world because I know they could drive over it. But with the left and the right here, you will see I got rid of everything. I mean, everything in front and back and around the car. I could take, if I can get my shovel underneath it, I'll take care of it. If I can't, then if it's going to be a fight, then I'll just shave it down. But I, like the really tough one yesterday, for example, their ice mound was probably 4 inches high, straight ice. So I didn't even get rid of all of it. I opened up about a 2.5, 3 foot path out of like 10 feet that was concentrated. Hold on 1 second. And so I cleared up enough to just make sure they can back up and drive over it and not get stuck again. So really not so bad. I mean, yeah, it really is what it is. It's entirely up to the taskers if they're going to do that or not. But if you see an ice mound that's 4 inches high, you might have just, even if it took you an hour and a half to dig out the car, it's still going to take you a very, 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 very long time to, they might call you back and be like, I'm still stuck. You didn't take care of this ice. So, I mean, so far I've got nearly 50 reviews for the snow removal tasks on TaskRabbit, and only 1 4-star, which I'll take because I'll admit I didn't do the job all the way. But in my defense, the description did not say to remove the snow all the way to the back gate. And that was the Monday after I did a 16-hour day on Sunday, and I was dead fucking tired, and I couldn't walk, and my lower back hurt. So yeah, I'm happy to report at the recording of this video, as of the recording of this video, out of all my 5 stars, I got a 5-star rating for snow removal on TaskRabbit, got a 5-star overall, and I've got 1 4-star for snow removal on TaskRabbit. And like I said, I think this is the third or fourth time I'm saying this, there's only a handful of taskers in the city getting these kinds of jobs, and that's because they're hard. If you don't have the equipment, you're not going to get it done. So that's all I got for this one. I want to thank you all for watching. Everyone, please stay safe, stay driven, stay healthy, stay classy, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching.